If you want to listen to a ray of sunshine give you a kick in the backside to get going, you're in the right place. Shout out to Sarah Lucille in Lithuania who left this review back in February. Thank you for listening and thank you for taking the time to leave a review. Lithuania, wow, we've made it across the world, y'all.
Hey queens, yeah, you know who you are. God, come on, go ahead and put that crown on your head. Now tilt a little to the left, now a little to the right. Perfect. Now let's get to work, because we know you got big goals and you got big dreams and not afraid to let them know. Why? Because you step into your purpose, you speak out on your faith, and you shift up in your journey, because you a boss. Welcome to the podcast, Drop the Inspiring Act with your host, Belly of QueenBayGoals.com. Reminding you that you are a queen before anything else. It's your life and your goals. Make it royal. All right, y'all. Go ahead and work that crown.
Hey Queen Bays, welcome to another episode of the Drop the Inspiring Act podcast. This is going to be one of the shortest episodes ever. We are coming off of our mid-season break this week with all new episodes starting on May 5th. So if you've been with us since March, you know that this season has been all about don't give two F's, fair or failure. And the first half of the season was all about the fair. So now we're getting into the second half of the season, which is all about failure and failure stories. So here's how it's going to go. We're going to start with failure as it relates to the 4 GGs or the 4 goal guides. And if you remember, the 4 goal guides are find faith first, manage your mindset, align your habits, and live on purpose. If you need a refresher, go back to season 1 where I talk about each goal guide in detail. The first episodes are going to be failure as it relates to your faith, mindsets, habits, and purpose. Then you're going to hear the stories from our guests this season who share their aspiring acts and their failure stories. And you've heard one already before the mid-season break. The one right before we went into break was Rediscovering Your Passion Through Failure with Daniela Monestein. So that was one of our failure stories that we shared right before we took a break. So make sure you go back and listen to that episode if you have not already. The rest of our guests are sharing great stories as well, from one guest who had to learn to trust in God's timing, another guest who was married 3 times before she learned how to love herself first and then she found her soulmate, another guest who is a coach who shares how to make the most of your day with your daily momentum, and another coach / professional competitive dancer who had no rhythm, or at least that's what her kids told her. But now she is a professional competitive dancer. So you have to listen to that story because she did this even later in life. And then she's also a coach, and she shares some tips about, how she coaches her clients and how she helps them to manage their business. So make sure you tune into those episodes, guys. All these episodes are coming up starting on May 5th. Make sure that you're subscribed to get notified when new episodes air, and also leave a review and let me know where you're listening to the podcast so that I can give you a shout out in the future episodes. So thank you to Sarah Lucille in Lithuania, and we're going to close out again with another review from Loda Zen in the USA. Love the inspiration from this podcast because it feels like it's for real entrepreneurs. As a person who has been told that I don't have a real business because I haven't reached 6 figures, I felt motivated and seen after listening. So yes, Loda Zen, I see you, I feel you. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Thank you for listening to the review. So don't forget, guys, May 5th, new episodes all for the rest of the season, all May, all June until we go into our summer break. So don't forget to subscribe and share the podcast with somebody else who needs to learn how to drop their aspiring acts. All right, you guys, talk to you in the next episode.
You have been listening to another episode of Drop the Aspiring Act. If you're looking for more information on this podcast and other episodes, please visit QueenBayGoals.com.